we are going to start the new lesson of the physics, that is the electricity. So basically we have to study the current electricity. In lower standard you have seen some examples of static electricity, that plastic comb is rubbed on the dry hair, that plastic comb is taken to near to the bits of paper get attracted. Okay, that is the example of the static electricity. Now what is basic difference between current electricity and static electricity, as we have to study the current electricity in this lesson. In current electricity, electrons moves. Electron means charges. In an atom there are electrons which are negatively charged, protons which are positively charged. So these are nothing but the charges, positive charges, negative charges, electrons and protons. So in an atom there are some loosely bound electrons. These loosely bound electrons are called as the free electrons, and these free electrons move, and then we say that the electricity is produced. That is nothing but the current electricity. But in static electricity, electron does not move, electron just get transferred, but after transferring, electron does not move. That is static electricity. Here we have two examples. Suppose we have a glass rod, and this glass rod is rubbed on the silk cloth. So after rubbing, glass rod acquired positive charge and silk cloth acquired negative charge. Now how these charges are produced? It is due to the transfer of electrons. So when glass rod is rubbed on the silk cloth, electrons are transferred from the glass rod to silk cloth. So as electrons are transferred from glass rod get the positive charge and silk cloth get the negative charge, because electrons came on the silk cloth. Similar example, when ebonite rod is rubbed on the woolen cloth. When ebonite rod is rubbed on the woolen cloth, ebonite rod get the negative charge. So ebonite rod get negative charge because electron came on the ebonite rod. From where? Woolen cloth. So as the electron came on the ebonite rod acquired negative charge. But the charges remain there. They does not move. So this electricity, where charges transfer but charges remain over there, that electricity is called as the static electricity. Here we have to study current electricity, in which electron move. That is nothing but the current electricity. Now we have to study the quantity charge. Last year we have studied many quantities like work done, displacement. Now we have to study the charge. So charge is denoted by Q, and unit of charge is coulomb. That coulomb is denoted by C. Now see, in an atom there are protons and electrons. So proton has positive charge, electron has negative charge. And we know basic things, that opposite charges attract each other, like positive negative are the opposite charges, they attract each other. And like charges means positive positive or negative negative. Like charges repel each other. So we should know these basic things that we have seen in 9th standard also. Charge on one proton is plus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Plus sign is given because it is for proton, and charge on one electron is minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Now see, there is a big confusion that one electron means 1 coulomb charge. It is not like that. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन के ऊपर 1 कूलम चार्ज नहीं होता है. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन के ऊपर कितना चार्ज होता है? माइनस 1.6 इंटू 10 रेज टू माइनस 19 कूलम. अगर अपने को 1 कूलम चार्ज चाहिए तो अपने पास नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होने चाहिए. वी वांट मेनी नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, एंड कलेक्टिवली दैट नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैज 1 कूलम चार्ज. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन के ऊपर माइनस 1.6 इंटू 10 रेज टू माइनस 19 कूलम इतना चार्ज होता है. Now we will see, if we want 1 coulomb of charge, how many electrons are required. Now see, here we have numerical. Calculate the number of electrons in 1 coulomb charge. Now here we have number of electrons and charge. Number of electrons and charge. Number of electron 1. On 1 electron we have charge minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Now if we have charge 1 coulomb, how many number of electrons are required? So we will say we require x number of electrons, to which there is a 1 coulomb charge. So we have to calculate x. So as we do cross multiplication, 1 into 1 is equal to x multiplied by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. As we want to calculate the number of electrons, अपने को number निकालना है electrons का, so we don't need minus sign here. So 1 is equal to x multiplied by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So as we want to calculate the x, this 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 become divide. So x is equal to 1 upon 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. तो माइनस 19 को हम ऊपर ले लेंगे और नीचे का डेसिमल घटाना है तो ऊपर 0 लगाना पड़ेगा, तो 10 अपॉन 16 इंटू 10 रेज टू 19. तो अभी 10 रेज टू 19 का अगर 10 रेज टू 18 करना है तो उसमें का हमने 10 निकाल लिया, तो 10 इंटू 10 इज इंटू 10 रेज टू 18 अपॉन 16, दैट इज नथिंग बट 100 अपॉन 16 इंटू 10 रेज टू 18. So x is equal to 6.25. 100 upon 16 is nothing but the 50 upon 8, that is the 6.25 into 10 raised to 18. So that is the value of what? Number of electrons in 1 coulomb charge. If we want 1 coulomb charge, how many number of electrons are there? 6.25 into 10 raised to 18. 6.25 into 10 raised to 18, इतने number of electrons एक साथ है, उनके ऊपर जो collective charge है, that charge is nothing but 1 coulomb charge. So this is the most important numerical which is asked for the 2 marks. Now we have to study what is potential difference. Potential difference is also called as voltage. It is denoted by V, and unit of potential difference is volt, which is also denoted by V. Now see, suppose here we have one cell, one is cell. When many cells are connected together, then it is called as the battery. Now when we have cell, there are two terminals of cell. One is called as the positive terminal, one is called as the negative terminal. At the place of the positive terminal, we can say there is a high potential, and at the place of the negative terminal, there is a less potential. So there is a difference between the level of the potential, which is called as the potential difference. Now see, what is this actual potential and potential difference is? Suppose we have two beakers which are filled with the water. One beaker is kept at some higher level as compared to the another. So they are not at the equal level. One is kept at some height, another is at the lower level. So what will happen? Water will flow from the beaker which is kept at some height, okay, from high level to the low level. Similarly, we can say that the current also flow from the high potential to the less potential. Now see what happens actually inside the cell, so that there is a production of the current. Now see, current in simple words we can say current means nothing but the flow of electrons. Current electricity means electrons are moving, and due to the motion of the electrons, current is produced. So in simple word we can say that flow of electron is nothing but the current is produced. Now see, inside the cell their chemicals are filled, okay, and between these chemicals, chemical reaction takes place, that is the redox reaction. So in redox reaction, you have studied in chemistry, in redox reaction oxidation and reduction takes place. So oxidation means giving of electrons, reduction means taking of electrons. So suppose there are two chemicals are filled here in this cell. One chemical is giving electron and one chemical is receiving electron, if we suppose. So giving of electrons means at that place electron become less, and reduction means taking of electrons at that place number of electrons become more. So we can say the place where there is high potential, more electrons are accumulated, and less potential means there are less electrons are accumulated. So there is a difference in the level of the potential, that is nothing but the potential difference. So we can say that current flow from high potential to low potential, or from positive terminal to the negative terminal. So there we can say that the direction of the current and direction of the electron are opposite. इधर भी confusion होता है. देखो, current की direction क्या होती है? Positive terminal to negative terminal. लेकिन हम बोलते हैं करंट इज नथिंग बट द फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, लेकिन तो इलेक्ट्रॉन के ऊपर तो खुद ही नेगेटिव चार्ज है, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन कहाँ से कहाँ फ्लो होता है? नेगेटिव टर्मिनल टू पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल. सो हाउ इज इट दिस कि करंट की डायरेक्शन पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव है, इलेक्ट्रॉन की डायरेक्शन नेगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव है, एंड वी सेड दैट द करंट इज नथिंग बट द फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो ये करंट का कंसेप्ट पहले आया था, इलेक्ट्रॉन का कंसेप्ट बाद में आया है. सो For the convention, we take that the current flow from positive terminal to the negative terminal, and electrons flow from the negative terminal to the positive terminal. Now if we want to study the potential difference, now see here many dots are drawn. These dots are nothing but the charges. Among these, Q is one of the charge. This black dot Q is nothing but one of the charge. That charge is called as the unit positive charge. Charge Q is called as the unit positive charge. Now suppose if we want to displace this unit positive charge from point A to B, now we have to apply some force on this unit positive charge. That force may be attractive force or maybe a repulsive force. So as we apply the charge on the unit positive charge to move it from place A to place B or point A to point B. So when force is applied on the charge Q, due to that force, this charge Q is displaced from point A to point B. So there is a displacement occur due to the force, and we know that force into displacement is work done. So we can say that when this charge Q moves from point A to B, there is work done. So charge is moving. Okay, so what can we say? The formula of potential difference is nothing but work done upon charge. Potential difference is denoted by V, work done is denoted by W, and charge is denoted by Q. So V is equal to W upon Q. Now if we want to define the potential difference or voltage, what is potential difference? Amount of work done in moving unit positive charge from one point to another. When we move positive charge, unit positive charge from one point to another, how much amount of work is done? That is nothing but the potential difference. So V is equal to W upon Q, where V is the potential difference, W is the work done, and Q is nothing but charge. Now if I want 1 volt potential difference, if I want 1 volt potential difference, how much work should be done? 1 joule work should be done. And how much charge we want? That should be 1 coulomb charge. So 1 volt potential difference is nothing but 1 joule work done upon 1 coulomb charge. So how can we define 1 volt potential difference? Potential difference is said to be 1 volt when 1 joule work is done in moving 1 coulomb charge from one point to another. Now in next video we will see the numericals based on V is equal to W upon Q. Formula V is equal to W upon Q, and W is nothing but the displacement into force. So that numericals we will solve, and new concept we will see in the next video.